Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have some journal flip throughs to share with you guys. So I have two new journals that I made that will be going up into my Etsy shop very soon. I'll have the exact date and time as well as a link to my Etsy shop down below in the description. But without further ado, let's get into the flip throughs of these journals. So to start off, they are both fabric softcover journals. So I have one journal with a wrap cover, which just means that the cover wraps around to the front and then is secured with this closure. And then I have another journal that doesn't have a wrap cover, but it's just attached with this closure of these two very cute bows. Bows have really been trending here of late on social media, so I thought that it'd be fun to kind of play off that with my own style, with my own journals. So all of the fabric on these covers has been thrifted, which I think is really cool and kind of a more sustainable approach. There's some linens and like cross stitch and embroidery. Specifically on this one, there's this bird embroidery that goes around, and then there's also a couple of hankies at the corners, and then on this one there's an embroidered linen on the top corner and then also at the back corner, and then I've used some fabric patches along the spine and then at different parts around the cover. So I think I'll start flipping through this one and just show you guys a look on the inside. So you just undo these two bows, and then the inside is lined with just this pale blue scrapbook paper, and the closure has been very securely stitched in so it shouldn't pull out. Now for the inside of these journals, since the outsides were so decorated and detailed with fabric, I knew that I wanted to go with a much simpler inside, so I kept the pages very simple. It's a lot of like plain pages and vintage book pages and music paper, but I'll show you as we get through. So just music paper, some illustrated book pages. There's also some book pages with just text on them. There are some pockets. That's really only where I put in scrapbook paper, was for some pockets, and then also each journal has a fold out, which I'll show you. Here's some more book page, and then there's also a large wallpaper pocket in each journal, just made with this wallpaper trim. Some grid paper, craft paper. I kept them really, like I said, very simple. I also included in the ephemera kit some pattern paper if you wanted to decorate these pages a little bit more, or if you're kind of just looking for a journal to write in, these journals are really nice for that too. So you can build them up and use them for more decorative embellished pages, and I've left plenty of growing room for you to be able to do that, or you can leave them much simpler and just do writing, or maybe just add a photo here and there, whatever you would like to do. They're super customizable. There are just a variety of pockets stitched in, some side loading pockets, some top loading pockets, some bottom loading, just another bit of interaction. But this is what I was talking about with the fold out. So there's a large pocket on this one side, and then on the other side there's a flip out. So both journals have one of those, and I think it just added a fun detail for your journal. Love this illustration of the bear. Just giving you a quick flick through. Try not to show you each and every single page because then we'd be here for a while. But there's some children's book pages from Bambi, from some other little golden books and different books that I've thrifted and sourced secondhand. And then just a good variety of pockets and different page sizes as well. And then the back is just that pale blue lining paper. But that is the blue one. And then next, I'm calling this, I think I've called this like kind of like the pink one because there's a lot of pink tones. I mean, I called this one the blue one even though there's a lot of other colors, but I think that blue is kind of the most prominent color. And then for this one, it's, I guess you could call it, if you really wanted to be exact, the pink, yellow, green journal. But you just undo the ribbon, tying it closed, and then it folds open. And this journal I've lined with craft paper, and it's much the same as the other one on the inside, just a similar assortment of papers. This one has an extra little fold out with a pocket at the front, and then music paper, illustrated children's book paper, grid paper, craft paper, some text paper, good variety of pockets stitched in. There's a side loading pocket right here. 9 paper. This also has a wallpaper pocket stitched in, and that spans across both the front and the back of this page. So that's really nice. And then this one has a big pocket here. So this is just one big pocket with some pattern paper. And then another pocket. And then here's the fold out in this journal, so it's at the very back. There's just the pocket on one side, and then the flip out on the other. And then there's just a lot of like craft paper, which I think could be really fun to like write on, to add photos, maybe add some stickers and washi tape. It's a lot of different things that you could do with these journals, but that is the wrap cover journal. Also, one thing that I almost forgot to mention, both journals measure about 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and then they have a 2-inch spine with 8 signatures. So that's just, they're a nice size to hold in your hands. They're a little bit bigger if you like to do kind of more detailed spreads, but they're also small enough that like they fit well and they won't take up a lot of space. So both journals also will come with a drawstring bag to hold them in. So that's the one for this journal. And they'll also come with an ephemera kit, which if you watched my previous mini vlog, you would have seen me making these kits. But there's the one for the wrap cover journal, and then this drawstring bag is for the blue journal, and then this is the ephemera kit for it. So that is the little mini collection I have to get started with this new year. I hope that you guys enjoyed these flip throughs and you like the journals. Make sure to let me know down below in the comments which one is your favorite. I absolutely love how both of them turned out. I love the way that a fabric journal looks. I've used fabric journals before in the past, and that's where I gathered some inspiration for this collection. And I just think that they turned out so well and have such a nice mix of linens and fabrics and laces on them. So if you're interested in these journals, make sure to check out my description down below, where I'll have the date and time of the restock as well as a link to my Etsy shop. I also have other journals available in my Etsy shop right now if these are not what you're looking for. So it'd really mean a lot if you headed over there and just give it a look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day, and make sure to stick around for the next video. Bye guys.